Okay, we should be live. Probably it is a bit early. Let's be honest. It's like it's 1 p.m. in the UK, but I think in the US it's probably like 8 a.m. So I apologize if this is a bit early for you guys. But I figured I might as well at this point because I've been holding back from really playing too much of any Black Ops 4 today in my own free time because I've literally been waiting to finish this gun, and I can't finish this gun until I do it on the stream, so I'm just going to get it out of the way with. And also, I do want to keep myself awake, because I actually didn't go to bed at all last night. I went to bed, but I didn't sleep. So, yeah, I feel like I could fall asleep at any minute. I'm partly trying to correct my sleep schedule. That's kind of why I didn't go to sleep. So, yeah, honestly, it's not because I'm just a foolish person staying up too late. I just generally couldn't sleep. I just couldn't. Now it's starting to take the kick. It's starting to take the kick. I'm starting to feel the tiredness, you know. And this is normally why I don't skip. This is normally why I don't do all-nighters very often, because it always makes me feel like shit. Even if I skip one night, just one night of any part of the fucking year, I immediately feel shit. And some people are good at taking skips on their sleep schedule, but I can't. So I'm going to do it anyway, because I want to correct my sleep schedule, because it's been like 6 or 7 I've been going to bed at, or 5 o'clock in the morning. And it's just not good. So I hopefully will just drop to sleep like a little baby at 2 a.m. tonight. And then I'll be able to get up nice and early. And then I'll be able to go and buy Modern Warfare 2 from the shop. So I'm hyped about that. So yeah, hopefully I don't fall asleep mid-stream. I don't know how. I mean, I talk a lot, so I probably won't be able to get myself to. But, you know, I'm trying to keep myself awake. And it's only 1 o'clock, and it feels like it's taken forever. So that's something you'll know if you've ever skipped sleeping. You'll know that it feels like it's dragging, like the day drags, because it's only 1 o'clock, and it feels like I've been awake forever. It's just, yeah. Anyway, so we're on the RK7 Garrison. As you can see, it's maxed out completely. That was super easy to just do in my free time. It just happens so quickly, like I say, because it's only like 10 levels, I think, per prestige. So the pistols are so quick to prestige in this game, with the whole double XP thing going on, and in general, not many levels to ask. And I actually was smart this time, and I did these camos off camera. Now, I couldn't help get these two unlocked without trying. It just kind of happened because they're just super simple. But this one, yes, I made sure to actually focus on doing these in my free time. Like, I actually specifically thought to myself, I'm going for the 5 kills without dying 5 times. I'm going to have to do it. I'm getting it out of the way with. And I did get it in my own free time. So all I have to do in this stream is 50 kills with the gun using 5 attachments, and 50 kills without any attachments. So I think we're probably going to get the worst one out of the way with. Let's just knock all those attachments off, and let's use the gun as a primary right now. I think we're going to have to go in hardcore, though, because this is just not going to be enjoyable in Nuketown. Oh, we've already got a lobby, and there's like no one in it hardly. Oh, hardcore team deathmatch in Nuketown. That's even more of a dub. Let's go. I'll take it. Ah. Bro, my forearms absolutely hurt. I don't know why. It's like the middle part of my forearm on my wrist just fucking aches. I'm saying I don't know why, like I don't know what I've done. I probably pulled a muscle in both of my arms, because basically, like, downstairs in my house, because we don't have a pull-up bar or anything, because, I mean, I don't have a gym in my house, evidently. I mean, I'm not the Sidemen or something with, like, a massive mansion with shit like that. So we have like downstairs. There's a door frame in which there's like a big thick ledge that comes out of it around the inside of the doorway, and it's wooden, this whole wall, but it's very solid. It's all built in as part of the house, so it's not like when I pull on this ledge it's gonna fucking shunt and break off. So there's like this wooden ledge around the inside of this door downstairs. It's kind of like it's not even like a door, it's got no door on it, it's just sort of a hollow entrance to one of the other parts of the room or the house. So I always lift on that. Like I just do pull-ups from time to time on that door frame, and it usually works really well. Like I'm actually getting better at lifting myself, but I think because of how much I've been doing it, it's actually just caused my arm muscles to just fucking rip or something. Because now I just get aches as soon as I try to lift myself now. I'm just like, my arms. Come on. 4 people. Nope. 5 people. 4 people again. Please stop leaving. It's not going to fix the situation. It's going to make it worse. Just fucking stay. Just stay in the lobby. I don't get why people can't just sit still in the damn lobby. They always have the need to just keep backing out. Oh, look, I got this new emote, actually, the other day. What the fuck? Who even, like, needs this emote? It's just me standing up sussily on my hands. I wonder how long my character can do this for, because realistically, anyone doing this would probably actually have all the blood rush to their head and they'd just fall over, and they wouldn't be able to hold themselves up for this long. But, you know, Black Ops 4, great physics. You know, we'll just stay like this all day. We're you know, stood up on our hands. It's a bit weird. Reminds me of that guy that was all over those memes. The guy that, like, has no legs and he just walks around on his hands. That's what this reminds me of. It's like some troglodyte shit. Oh, we need 3 more people. Okay. Okay, let's do some keep uppies. Because I suck at them in IRL. You know? So let's just do some in Black Ops 4. Damn it. 3 more people. 3 more people. Oh, and everyone's just fucking leaving. Right, yeah, just give up then. Just leave. What's wrong with everyone? Everyone just fucking backs out and doesn't bother. They're just like, I can't be arsed, I'll just leave. Ugh. I just want to have a team deathmatch lobby, please. Just one lobby. God damn. They really want me to fall asleep, don't they? They really want me to fall asleep. It's like these guys know that I've run off no sleep so far, so they're just like, let's just keep him waiting. Keep him waiting and waiting and waiting, and then he's gonna get all sleepy and then he's gonna fall asleep. 3 more people. Please don't leave again, people. Please don't leave. 3 more. Like, that can happen instantaneously. If no one leaves now, 3 people can join in, like, super quickly, because this is the thing. Sometimes you're left thinking, like, oh, it's going to take forever to get, like, 3 people, and then sometimes, just miraculously, 4 people just flood the server out of absolutely nowhere. It's honestly, like, the weirdest shit. It's almost like someone's just botting the server, but it happens. So I don't get why people just leave all the time. If they just held on a little bit longer and had some patience, does all the difference. Does all the difference. 2 more people. So, yeah, right now we're doing 50 kills with no attachments. That's 50. I don't know how long that's going to take. Who keeps backing out of the lobby? Some spastic keeps joining, leaving, joining, leaving. I swear it's just one guy that keeps doing it. Okay, one more. One more. Can I just say, guys, I am balancing quite a lot right now in terms of content. I have got these streams I'm doing over on Twitch that I have to, like, obviously export to my archive channel. You know, regarding Dark Matter, because I'm getting so close to finishing this, thank God. I am actually, like, I think after this, 4 more weapons left until I get Dark Matter in Black Ops 4. So I'm doing these Dark Matter streams on here, on Twitch, on every so often. I am making Amnesia the Dark Descent videos, like, I think I did the first one on the 25th. I've got one coming up today at 8 o'clock. So that's 3 o'clock, I think, American time. And then, I think after the 28th, tomorrow, when I actually get Modern Warfare 2 and make a video for that on the same day, I've then got to make a video every day until Halloween. Like, so 3 more videos on Amnesia. The Dark Descent. So I'm just balancing so much right now, trying to get all that content, get all the juice for the squeeze, if you feel what I'm trying to say. You know, I'm on the grind. I'm on the grind. And you know, to top it off, I had no sleep. So whether I hold out until 2 a.m. we're gonna see. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be carving pumpkins tonight or not. Because I think the plan was my mum and maybe 1 or 2 of my brothers are gonna go out and get some pumpkins, and we're gonna carve them tonight. So I don't know if that's really a smart idea for someone who's had, like, no sleep. Like, your concentration will not be too good, and I don't want to fucking cut myself or something. So I don't know. But, hell, it might happen tomorrow. It might just say, fuck it, we'll go tomorrow and get them on the same day that you get Modern Warfare 2. That'd probably be a bit smarter, not gonna lie. You know? Go on one trip. Save the petrol. Anyway. We're just getting kills. This is a lot more chill than my other streams where I'm focusing actively on trying to get 5 kills without dying. Here I'm just chilling. We're literally just getting kills. That's it. So this shouldn't be too much of a hassle. As long as I'm not getting pub stomped by sweaty tryhards, we should actually be good. This should just be a pretty chill experience. And my nose is itching. What the fuck? I hate that. I hate when the inside of your nose, or just your nose in general, starts itching whilst you're trying to play a game. It just makes you take your hand off your controller and then you fucking get killed. That is so annoying. It keeps itching. Oh my god. I really like this camo, though. Can I just say, this camo probably looks as good as Damascus in Modern Warfare 2018. And this is not even a mastery camo. This is a technical camo in this game. It's not even a mastery. It doesn't move, but it does actually, when you shine the light on it at a different angle, it essentially sort of changes its hue, because it's kind of like a chromatic metal. I'll basically show you what I'm trying to say. So as you can see, it looks yellow and blue, depending on which way the light shines off it. It's very cool. And this is literally just a technical camo, but like this looks as cool, if not cooler, than Damascus in Modern Warfare 20, which is pretty bad if I'm actually having to say that a technical camo in Black Ops 4 looks equivalent or better than a mastery camo I spent ages doing in Modern Warfare 2018. That is pretty bad. Like, I'm not trying to say I hate the Damascus look. I love it, but my god, it wasn't that, you know, it wasn't that cool for what I was grinding. It wasn't that good. I mean, honestly, I think texture revived that camo. Without any sort of texture on that gun, like the ridges and the sort of like metallic look that it had, I think I would have been really doomed. I would have been going for like an atomic equivalent image of a pasted camo that looks really shit. But thankfully, Modern Warfare 2018 had, you know, good graphics, so that wouldn't have ever been the case at all to begin with. I think Vanguard is the only COD so far to have a camo, or have camos that look so horrendously bad. Like, I don't even know how they've managed that. It's one of the newest CODs out. I think it is the newest COD out until tomorrow, of course. And yet, somehow, they have managed to be the worst at graphically showing camos off in their engine. It's horrendous. You'd think that camos would get even more and more realistic and visually appealing, but they haven't. They've gotten worse in some regard, I guess. I mean, they got better with Cold War, and then they went downhill again with Vanguard. So if we knock Vanguard off the list, and we pretend that game doesn't exist, most of the new CODs have actually had really, really nice camos. They've been very visually appealing, high quality, very textured, and all that good stuff. You know, that includes Black Ops 4, so, you know. Hell, even Black Ops 3's camos looked better quality than Vanguard's, and that's from 2015. And that's saying some volumes there, isn't it, about Vanguard. I just don't even know how that's possible, how you can mess up a camo look that bad. But it's Sledgehammer. I mean, come on, Sledgehammer. They can mess up anything miraculously. You know, they just find a way to screw up everything because it's Sledgehammer. I swear Sledgehammer is single-handedly one of the worst developers in the COD community. Oh, the COD community. I should say the COD development. This guy's also using the same camo for his MX-9. I mean, he is actually destroying these guys, but I mean, part of that is just he's just spawn camping. He's not really doing anything crazy. Right. Let's see. How many kills did I get that game? I wasn't even keeping track. I bet it was like 12. Not even, no, I bet it wasn't even that. I bet it was 8. I bet I got 8 kills that game. Let's see if we are correct. If we are, that means you guys have to give me a tenner. You have to pay me. No, it was 10. Damn it. I'm saying that like it's a bad thing. It's better than what I presumed it would be, but you know, I wanted to have to get one of you guys to give me money. That would have been pretty epic. And it would have been completely pointless because I don't need your money, guys. I don't need it off you guys. Perfectly capable of earning it from YouTube, you know? Right, here we go. Gridlock. I'm not a huge fan of this map, but we'll make do. We'll make do. It is what it is. These people aren't too sweaty as well. I'm not noticing too many Prestige Masters. I think there might be 2 of them, but one of them's a level 700 Prestige Master, and the other one's like level 73 Prestige Master, so they're not really too good, these guys. Which is good. I don't want to have to be breaking a sweat. I don't frankly have the energy to even do that, but I don't want to have to break a sweat over you know, a bunch of kids in a fucking 4-year-old COD game. I don't know if the audio was actually there for the previous game, by the way, guys. The gameplay audio. It's just OBS is a little bit weird. I would assume it was, but I don't know. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, no, Twitch is retarded. I have to always change the titles like manually by tablet because it doesn't have the same system with YouTube where before you upload a video, the title, you set it and all that. Like, you don't get that option with, like, streaming. You always have to actually go to Twitch and change in the streaming manager what your title's going to be. And that involves opening on laptop, which I can never be bothered doing. So, it's the what is it? Is it the RKS Garrison? I just forgot its name. No, it's RK Garrison. RK7 Garrison. Thanks for reminding me. I actually forgot all about the title. That is not good. Okay, I did click off the stream, so if I didn't... No, I didn't miss any of the messages. Okay. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. What the fuck did my character just moan? Oh, someone killed me. Evil shit. I was AFK. You've no excuse to kill me like that. That's mean. Okay. It probably will take a while to update the title, by the way. And even after I finish, like, it's so dumb, because even when I've changed the title now, I can finish the stream and the saved stream will save it as the original title that it had, and it's like, bruh, I changed the title whilst I was streaming, so why would it save as the old title? I don't know. Twitch is weird, so it's probably going to show it as the Strive for a while, or it's probably going to be saved as getting gold on the Strive, which I've already done, by the way. I don't know if I did it on stream. I think I did it off stream, actually, because I put it on the archive channel, kind of like I did with the Paladin Sniper. And I just basically said, hey, guys, in my free time, I clipped myself getting the Bloodthirsties done and then just putting the clip on the end and then showing the camo in a recording. But that was because I'd actually started streaming when I had Bloodthirsties to do, and it was actually so difficult to do that I was wasting so much stream time. So that won't happen this time because we've already done all the Bloodthirsties off camera. So are you fucking retarded? Oh no, I thought that was a teammate. Someone is using an RK7 Garrison on me right now. It might actually be that the enemies picked my gun up. I swear to God, if they've picked my gun up. This is actually like common occurrence. I've started to notice when I start pub stomping people in this game, the first thing that the noobs do is they pick my gun up. I swear to fucking God, I could see my gun in his hand. That was like the RK7 Garrison with this camo on. I actually swear this guy's using my gun. What a fucking pussy. He actually thinks picking my gun up is going to make him good. I mean, obviously, he's killing me. But that's because it's a one-shot. It's not because he actually needs to have skill. Oh, did he take him out? Like, this is something I'm noticing. People don't actually take into account that there's something called skill. Or a player's skill or their accuracy. They always just presume, oh, good gun. Okay, so if I pick it up, I'm going to be good at the game. It doesn't make any logical sense. It just doesn't. It's weird. It's changed. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Good. This is the thing. I just don't get people who are that bad at the game that they think, oh, if this guy's going to kill me, I'm just going to pick up his gun, and that's going to make me good at the game. Like, it's just, that's not how it works, Chief. Don't know if you're fucking aware of that. Like, I see this all the time, whether it's with the pistols, or whether it's with snipers, whatever it is. Like, snipers, it's a bit of a bold thing to do, picking up someone's sniper, believing that you're going to be good because you're using someone's sniper. Like, it's, like, even if I'm quite literally going around wiping everyone's ass with a sniper, which actually involves quick scoping, a skill that you don't just obtain from picking a gun up, you know, people have tried that before. I've seen people literally using my diamond snipers trying to get kills with it, but they just, because they can't hit quick scopes, they just resort to sitting in a window and sniping people on Nuketown with my gun, which is so dumb. It just goes to show that you really, a lot of the time you'll notice people don't have any skill, so they just camp with your gun. Watch this guy, like, walk up to my body now and pick the gun up. He's like, I got you, you bastard. I've got your gun now. It's so dumb. Was he trying to use my gun? Or was he just going to use his normal gun? That's the only thing I fear about unlocking mastery camos. It's actually getting so comfortable to the point that you've actually grinded and put effort into a camo grind that takes so long that once you start showing it off on your guns, people just think, oh wow, I'm going to pick his gun up now every time I kill him and use it on him. Which honestly pisses me off. I don't know why that bothers me so much, because most people just don't give a shit about that. They're just like, whatever. Who cares if they pick your gun up? But I don't. Part of it gets to me. It winds me up. It pokes a nerve deep within me that someone's using my gun to kill me or to get streaks or to perform in the game, because they're not actually capable themselves of camo grinding and putting time into getting a gun camo themselves and making good class setups, so instead they just pinch other people's. Like, part of that just, it rubs me the wrong way, and I don't know why it does. It probably rubs me the wrong way more than it should, but, you know, I put a lot of time into these camo grinds. Maybe it's sad, maybe it isn't, but, you know, I do it because I enjoy it and because I want to have the reward and I want something to show off, but I guess, you know, people don't seem to have the dedication to do it themselves. At least not all of them anyway. There's a lot of people in this game, don't get me wrong, you know, that have dark matter. Quite a surprising number of people have dark matter in this game. Like, you would think it was that easy that you could just, like, click one button and you've got the camo. That's how easy we're talking in terms of, like, you know, the impression you get from people in this game. Like, I swear most of the time people have the camo. Oh, again, the AXTVE guy, he's using Arcade Garrison again. That is definitely my gun. I swear they were using SMGs. I'm getting a tickly throat now. SMGs. Haha. One of our teammates killed them. Let's go. Get rid of that little bastard. Oh my god, they're flashing us. You absolute noobs. I swear, if I see that that guy's main gun isn't that pistol, I know that he's picked mine up. Right, look, yeah, look out for the AXTVE. I don't know if he's just finding my gun around very easily, or he just so happens to be using this gun as well. It appears maybe he is using his own gun. Because he wouldn't have actually kept getting it back if it wasn't. That was too easy. This is the thing. It could actually be that the guy noticed that my gun was performing well, so he decided to switch to the same gun as well. He probably already had a class for the pistol, maybe. Because this is a thing. It's like a domino effect. If it's for example, I've seen this happen a lot in Jev's videos when he just sits and starts using the 725 on people. Everybody starts switching to the 725. I mean, part of it is just the fact that people acknowledge that it's Jev because he's famous in a way. So they're like, oh yeah, it's Jev. Let's just use what Jev's using. But it's like it's a thing people do. Some people can't stick to whatever gun they're using or grinding, and they just think, oh, if I see a good gun, I'm gonna switch to that gun as well. So everybody starts using the same gun. I think that's probably what is going on. Maybe that guy saw that I was performing well with this pistol. Or, again, maybe he just happens to keep finding my dead body. I don't know. Okay, 19 more. So this is getting done fairly quickly. I am trying to do the knife at the same time, but it's very slowly creeping up to 200 kills. We're only on 97 for the knife. There should be a perk that makes them not able to pick up your gun. Why would that be a perk? That would be very random to make that a perk. Because perks are something you need to, like, you use to balance your class, and it's usually a feature that gives you, like, certain pros or cons based on the kind of build you're going for with your gun. So, if you were using a sniper, you might use a perk that's going to make, like, gung-ho, which makes swapping guns faster and also allows you to move quicker whilst running with the gun. So I don't think a perk would be the way to go. But I think maybe it should just be a feature in general to get rid of picking weapons up off the floor. It sounds dumb, I know, because in practice you're going to think, why would they do something like that? We've always had this feature of picking guns up in some of the oldest CODs known to man. It's like, to not have it in the new games would seem like they've actually they're like not able to somehow program that to be a feature. But instead, I feel like it's not about proving whether you can program these little things. I just think they shouldn't even have weapon swapping off the floor in multiplayer. I think it's something that should just stay in campaign, honestly. I don't think it's even warranted in multiplayer. It just, all it promotes is people to pick up your gun, obviously, and, you know, to use it against you. There's no other reason you need to pick up a gun in multiplayer unless it's someone else's. So I don't really, you know, I don't understand it really. The only other place that I understand why you'd want to pick up a weapon is in zombies, but they're usually off the wall. So they never will be off the floor anyway. Yeah, the guy's also on my team again, and he's using the same gun, so... Yeah, I falsely accused him. He wasn't stealing. He wasn't. I mean, what do I know? He could have been using this gun and still wanted to pick up mine. I don't know why. Some people think, oh, it's higher level. Okay. We're slowly but surely getting up those lists. Oh, a bloodthirsty. I didn't even intend to do that. See, I did that naturally while streaming, just randomly. I wasn't even trying. But then every time I'm trying to actually do it in a stream, it always proves more difficult. I just find that to be kind of comical in a sense. That when I'm trying to do something, it doesn't work and I get absolutely sweated on. But when I'm not trying, it just sort of happens. It's actually just, it's dumb. Oh my god, there's so many of them down here. Oh my god! Let's go! No! The AR pussies are camping again at the back. He's back there somewhere. He's being a little wussy. He's being a little wussy. Can I climb up here? No, maybe not. Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, they're literally all just back here. This is absolutely insane. Why are they not spawning elsewhere? This is just leading us to spawn trap them now. They're all spawning in the bathroom. I remember there's like a toilet in there or something, if I'm not wrong. Like a set of cubicles. It's the most weirdest thing ever. I swear to God, it's like some random shitty firing range toilet just dumped in the corner. Why are they all spawning in here? What the fuck is going on? Wild card, then. No, I don't think that would be useful either. I don't think it makes sense even at all. Like, I don't even know how you would even structure a system like that would stop people from picking your guns up. Just wild cards and perks don't make sense to put that sort of thing in there. Because, again, a wild card is kind of like a cheat for your class. So, wild cards really just kind of change up the laws of your... They change up the laws of your class setup, whilst perks just sort of benefit your sort of playstyle. So, wildcards can allow you to put on more attachments or swap up the laws of your class. So instead of having a primary as like, you know, like an AR or something as a primary, and a pistol and knives and stuff as secondaries, you can swap them around. So you can have underkill, which allows you to put secondaries as your primary, and overkill, which allows you to put your primary weapons as your secondaries. And then, you know, other little things like Lawbreaker, I think, which allows you to put 2 primaries on. You know, stuff like that. I think it's... I don't know if it's if Lawbreaker is overkill in the newer games. Probably is the same thing. It's like, you know, putting 2 as primaries or whatever. Maybe not. But, yeah, wild cards just... I don't think any of those systems would work to, you know, combat people picking weapons up. Again, it's probably not a big issue to most people, so I doubt they would ever really make that a change in the newer cards, you know, to get rid of people swapping weapons. Especially because it allows for diversity. Oh, okay. Mother of Pearl camo. We can actually leave then, I guess. It allows for diversity with challenges, I suppose. Because, I mean, honestly, they don't have to do this as a challenge, but they just happen to do this in COD. Sometimes when you're doing, like, random daily challenges or seasonal challenges, kind of like in the past, where I think if you remember the ribbon system that used to be in Modern Warfare 2019, they used to have a ribbon system, and if you got all 100 ribbons, you'd get, like, a progressively developing emblem. Well, if basically, like, in one of those challenges, you'd probably get something along the lines of get so many kills with other players' weapons. Like, they've done this before, even when there isn't that sort of ribbon system. Like, for example, in Black Ops Cold War, I think using other people's weapons to get kills, you can get, like, calling cards and shit. But again, I really don't understand why people are, persuading people to go around, picking other people's weapons up. It just kind of screams that you're really bad at the game and you need to use other people's guns. Okay. Let me take these off, reorder them. So I need to have all 3 primary gunfighters on. No, actually, no, sorry. I'm using a pistol now. So I need to put secondary gunfighter on. And, okay. Now I have to run the pistol. And then I put on... There we go. So 50 kills with 5 attachments. Extended mags. Yeah, we'll put that one on. Grip. Rapid fire. And we'll put the second mag on as well. I don't know if the suppressor's going to come in handy or not for this type of gun. Reduce muzzle flash. This is a very important thing in the older cards. This is something that people are complaining about in the newer cards, right? If you've heard a lot of people in the newer cards, right, complain that they hate the new minimap system, and a lot of the time people think, okay, what's the relevance of that? What do you mean the minimap? What's wrong with it? What do you mean red dots? What are people talking about with red dots? Basically, what people are mad about in the newer cards, which has changed since Black Ops 4, is the way the minimap used to work was if you were firing an unsuppressed weapon, you would show up on the minimap. You were basically punished in a way for firing your gun, which is it makes perfect sense if you think about it. Like, if someone is going to fire a gun, there has to be some drawback. If you're confident enough to run and gun, expect people to be drawn to your gunfire. But in the recent games, part of the reason we have such a big camping issue is because that sort of run and gun punishment is taken away, because in the newer games, you can fire your unsuppressed weapon and you won't pop up on a minimap. In fact, I don't even think firing a weapon makes you pop up on a minimap at all. The only time you pop up on a minimap is when someone's nearby to you or there's a UAV up or something like that, which is why a lot of people are camping in the newer games and getting away with it, because they're not showing up for firing their gun. So, and it was an interesting system, come to think about it. Having the feature of your gun being suppressed, having benefits about whether you show up or not, rather than just silencing your gun, is very cool. I don't know why they changed that, but, I'm going to take off the hip fire accuracy. I don't need a laser sight on this at all. I don't need a laser sight. We'll put on... Yeah, the second mag and then the suppressor. Because I don't want to pop up on anyone's mini-map, thank you very much. We're going to Nuketown. We don't need to be in hardcore for this. We'll just chill. We'll just chill with our 5 attachments on. That was a quick lobby, holy shit. It would be funny if someone used a bad gun with bad attachments, but put a snazzy gun wrap on it and people get fooled into thinking... Yeah, I've said this before. I think in a video maybe or on stream before. I said it would be funny as shit if someone went around just building the absolute worst of the worst, like, trash tier class setups with, like, absolutely god-awful attachments. Like, so they pick a gun that they know has a recoil issue. Instead of fixing the recoil, they amplify the recoil. They make it all wobbly and insanely uncontrollable. Or they just put on a bunch of awful attachments that make it only good at short range and the damage output is incredibly weak. And then they just stick on, like, dark matter. And then some guy's like, this guy's getting loads of close kills. I'm going to pick his gun up. And then he does it, and then he just fails miserably. Like, he just starts using it and then starts getting killed very easily. He's like, what the hell? Why is this gun so bad? And he's just firing and it's driving up the screen as he's shooting it. Like, that would be funny. Just trolling people and then catching their reactions. Like, recording them picking their guns up and just being disappointed. Like, visually. They just sat there like, are you kidding me? What the hell is this? And it's like, haha. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, noob. Oh. Yeah, we've got the Cordite Sweats back at it. Gotta love it. We're on Nuketown, and the only thing people can manage to use is SMGs. and LMGs with piercing bullets on, clearly. That's not fun either. I absolutely hate people who use the LMGs on this map. They literally wall bang you for like through the metal cars. It's so terrible. God. Woo! Oh my god, I'm being ambushed. There's this guy up here, and there's these guys down here. Oh, I'm still screwing them up all on my own with a pistol. You guys are being publicly shamed against a pistol user. How do you feel? There's got to be some embarrassment there. You know, you're getting killed by someone using a pistol in core, and you're using an SMG and you're still failing. That is terrible. Because the pistols are notoriously known to be just absolutely hot, steaming, shitty trash in core, just because they don't do much damage output. Like, I'm doing some good damage because I'm using 5 attachments, but even other than that, it's still not that good. I'm really having to make sure I aim for the upper head instead of the lower head as it is, because sometimes in this game, a headshot doesn't even seem to count unless it's a brain shot. It's just so ridiculously specific. Look, look. VMPs, Cordites. The VMP has such an iconic appearance that you just know what gun it is when you see it on the side. I mean, in general, if you've played any COD game long enough, or I guess any game that actually displays the gun weapons signs on the bottom corner, you'll know what each gun looks like without actually, you know, having to check. I know what every single one of these guns are when I look at them. And that one that keeps popping up that kind of looks kind of chunky at the front, and it sort of drops into this sort of, I don't know how to describe it, like the stock's kind of weird looking. It's it's the VMP. It's an SMG, and it's completely broken. Yeah, there it is again. He just killed me, VMP. You can see it's kind of got that weird chunky stock, and then it's got a little piece that joins it to the handle. It's very weird. I think it was a Black Ops 3 gun, apparently. Aaron was telling me that. He was saying it was some sort of Black Ops 3 gun or something, or a Black Ops 2 gun. And they've kept bringing it back. And apparently it used to be awful in Black Ops 3. It was apparently really, really bad. But in this game, for some reason, it's like really broken. See, look, this is the VMP. What the hell? Absolutely no effort at all. Mate, you could, like, close your eyes and shoot hip firing with that gun and you'd get a kill. Like, it's actually terrible how, like, overpowered that gun is. Another really overpowered gun in this game, which you won't be surprised, is another SMG. It's the SOG 9mm. You can put the Akimbo, or dual wield on it, as people call it, dual wield. And you can have 2 of these micro SMGs that just spray incredibly fast. So, most of the broken guns in this game are literally just reg guns, which doesn't surprise me in the slightest. This is COD for you. It's Cordites, VMPs, SOG 9mm. The only really good AR, I think, in this game is the ICR-7. I mean, the Rampart 17 is pretty good as well. Maybe the Grav as well. The Grav's a DLC. But, honest to God, I'm pretty sure, like, most people are meta sweating with the SMGs. And it's obnoxious as all hell. Oh, God. I nearly ran into that. Woo! We're getting very close to gold. Oh, God, I'm not going near that. Oh my god, he's camping. He's camping. I swear every other person got the VMP, but I just choose the Peacekeeper for some reason. The Peacekeeper. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Is that like a DLC? It is a DLC, isn't it? I don't know if the Peacekeeper is like a blueprint variant, or if that's actually a gun. Like a separate gun. I swear it's a separate gun. I don't know. When I hear Peacekeeper, I keep thinking of like some sort of Mastercraft variant. It's probably some random AR DLC or something. I don't use one gun, as you know me, because I just change my gun all the time. Yeah, it's DLC. Okay. I just use whatever. I never stick to one gun. I used to stick to one gun in the past. I think the main gun I used was the ICR-7 back in 2018 for this game, or 2019. Because at that time, I had no basic understanding of camo grinding. Like, I just couldn't even be bothered trying to do it because it kind of, like, warped my brain trying to even process why anyone would do it or how it worked. I was just like, what? What are all these gold and diamond rare camos? I was like, well, how do you get those? And it was like, do this for every class. And I was like, what's a class? I was thinking to myself, what is a class? Even though my dumbass literally could just look at the bottom of the screen, it says create a class, and you open it and you build a class setup for your weapons. But I didn't know what class setup meant. I just thought I was putting a weapon on. That's all it was. I didn't know what how the term class actually correlated with building weapons and perks and stuff, because I was just a dumbass. But I got gold on the ICR-7 from just using it all the time without trying to focus on challenges. That says a lot about the kind of player I used to be, which thank God I moved on from then, because if I still used the same gun every game now, I would probably hate myself, because I bash on people all the time for doing it because it's just scummy. Like, I literally just pull out the Annihilate and the game ends. Wow. But this is the thing, I just can't stand people who use the same gun every game. It just screams that you've got a skill issue. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, you just have skill issues if you can't even use a different gun. You can't switch it up and vary your playstyles. If you're just sticking to the same gun that you've had Dark Matter on for probably 2 years, like, what fun are you possibly having? I just can't even seem to, like... I can't even begin to sort of break down how someone even hops on the game and does that every day and enjoys it. Like, my brain just malfunctions trying to even put myself in the perspective of playing Black Ops 4 all day, every day, for how many years on end, using the same gun. Like, that just actually sounds like misery. I don't think they probably do use it all the time. They probably do switch their guns up every so often, but let's be honest, they do usually use the same gun. Okay, so we're not that close at all. We've still got 37. Okay, well, 37 more, then we're done. For this gun, at least. And then we have the Mozu, and then we've got diamond pistols. Hip hip hooray, am I right? This here, Cat 45, I've only got a Mastercraft version of it, and that's a DLC. So, you know, I'm not touching that shit. It's so funny how much I care about DLC and all these other cards. I will sit there and dwell on all these DLCs I need to do and explain to people why DLCs are so important, why I need to finish them because I can't leave them undone. With Black Ops 4, I can happily just sleep at night knowing that I haven't touched the DLCs because I just don't care. Because in this game, DLC isn't kind of it isn't sort of promoted as a gun that everyone's going to have, because obviously it isn't. So because I know it's the guns just keep on coming, if you keep on opening those picker bribes, you'll just get more and more of them until they're all gone. I think to myself, but I could just keep on unlocking DLCs, so why am I bothering trying to finish them if you either have them or you don't have them? It just doesn't matter. I'm not really, like, focusing on trying to get them done. But in the newer games, the DLC is free. So everybody has the DLC weapons that everyone else has. So if you don't do it, you physically haven't finished a weapon. It's just the DLC system's so different in the newer cards versus Black Ops 4 that it gives me a different reason to do it versus not to do it. So I just treat them as extras in this game, like they're supposed to be. They're just extras. If you really enjoy using a DLC weapon and you've unlocked it, or you've paid for it, and you want to grind it and get a camo on it, okay, fair enough. But I don't particularly try to unlock DLC. I don't even think I've ever gone to a picker bribe to purposely buy DLC. I don't see what the problem is with the normal guns. Like, yeah, sure, they're not as broken and overpowered, but I don't need to play with broken, overpowered guns because I'm actually good at the game. So I just play with whatever guns are already in the game. I don't really care too much for DLCs. I don't go looking for them. I don't go looking for more guns to grind in this game. I just want to have dark matter and get it over and done with and just, you know, have it on all the normal guns. That will do it for me. I'm happy with that. But obviously, let's say I was one of those COD players who doesn't care about missing out a COD year and just thought, oh, this game's shit, I'm not going to play it. Then potentially, yes, I would probably come back to the game and do DLCs in this game if it gave me something to do. But it's just not on my priorities. I'm not going to lie, I just don't really care. After Dark Matter in this game, I'm just going to start grinding whichever new camo we've got for Modern Warfare 2. I think Modern Warfare 2 is supposed to have some sort of... What is it? I can't remember if they called it, like, Shattered Dark Matter. Like a Shattered Dark Matter camo. It's like a... Sort of like... I don't know if they said it's in the style of Obsidian or something. Like a fancy camo that's sort of broken. Actually, no. I think they said there was 2 Mastery camos in this game. Or something like that. So, one of them is kind of like this fancy, flowery sort of full camo. Because, if you don't know, the full camo in Modern Warfare 2, the original, it was the late... People called it a Mastery camo when it wasn't, because it was the final camo you could unlock in the game, but it was basically just any other normal camouflage of, like, some autumn leaves or fall leaves. So, like, a lot of people are thinking that this new camo in Modern Warfare 2 is going to be similar to the old full camo, but like fancy and animated or something really cool. This bastard's going all in with that explosives. Jesus Christ. He's literally bombing the map. This is awful. I'm just going to stay here. Oh, well, maybe not then. Cordite prick has to come in and finish me off. So people are saying it's going to be like, there's going to be like a full type camo or something. And then apparently there's another one called Shattered Dark Matter. So there's going to be 2 Mastery camos in this game for multiplayer alone. And I think the way it's going to work is, because there's like different receivers you can put you can have in Modern Warfare 2 that build separate guns. They've actually made it that advanced to the point that you can have a certain receiver that can build an MP5, or it can build an LMG version of the gun, or an AR and stuff like that. I think the way the Mastery camos is probably going to work, if I'm going to guess, is you get a Mastery camo for finishing all of the weapon receivers, but then you get a second Mastery camo for finishing all of the different variants of receivers you can make for each of the receivers. Like, each weapon you can make out of each receiver. If you do all of them for every gun, you also get a second Mastery camo. That's what I'm presuming it's going to be. It gives people more stuff to do, I guess. But apparently the Shattered Dark Matter looks kind of like Obsidian, sort of. A little bit like Exclusion Zone from Modern Warfare Remastered, which is like black crackled with green cracks through it. But this time, people are saying it's like a fully green camo or something fancy or something, again, like I say, something pretty interesting like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. And that arsehole has called in his gunship again. Look, he's just literally annihilating the map. But the moment I try to run to the door, blows me to bits. How is this fair? This is literal just hardcore spawn camping. He's even shooting rockets through the damn windows and doors. This is not fair at all. They're literally winning as well because of this guy. Just admit you can't get kills. That you could just say that. You could just say we're completely incompetent and can't get kills, so our teammates are carrying us. I'm leaving. I'm not playing in a lobby where I'm getting blown to smitheroonies by someone with a gunship. That is not fun. I can't enjoy that for the whole game. That is miserable. I don't frankly think I want to be part of his replay either. Nuh-uh, I'm not your bait. I have got 29 to go. Great. Great stuff. Let's see what's inside of this reserve case. Anything good? Anything juicy? Oh, it's an MX9 camo that no one's going to use. Yay. Was this the game I was just in, or are these different people? I think these people are different. Because it's a different lobby, probably. What's your bets? These guys, one of these guys were in the previous lobby and they left and started up a new one. They all just backed out and said, "Screw it, I'm not bothering with these assholes. They're too sweaty." Oh, we've got 2 Prestige Masters in here. This one here. Prestige Master level 1000. We've got this one here, Prestige Master level 983. I don't understand how they've got different emblems. I don't even remember there being like a Prestige Master emblem system. Like Cold War, for example, where you can buy old ones or something. Maybe there is one. Maybe I'm not aware of it because I've not gotten to Prestige Master. I could prestige myself to Prestige 5. I bet by now, if I had prestiged myself, I would have been at like Prestige 6 by now. Never mind Prestige 5. Like the amount of leveling I have done that hasn't been counted because I'm max level is it's kind of uncanny. I should actually probably be like Prestige 6 or something right now, but I'm max Prestige 4 because I'm just not prestiging. If I prestige my shit, all it's going to do is reset all of my stuff and lock them again. It doesn't like reset your progress on camos and whatnot or weapon level. It just locks them all unless you've like unlocked them with a token, which I don't want to have to do. So, yeah, I don't think I'm prestiging anytime soon. One more player. Come on. Ugh. Oh, God. I can't wait till I just go to bed. Like, I'll actually just fall to sleep. I'll just drop into deep sleep like a big baby. I'm just gonna go, just like dwindle back into my pillow and just fall asleep instantly, which is what I want. I want to be able to do that because last night I just couldn't even sleep at all. I was so energetic. I was just sat up in my bed like I'm not gonna fall asleep. I don't even like even if I close my eyes right now, I just don't feel tired. It was like, guess I'm staying up. Let's go with recon. Whoop whoop. That is actually really annoying. Facebook keeps saying like you've got one message and you open it up and it's absolutely nothing there. It's like a scam, a new scam trick they're doing to get people to use their app more. Because everyone knows Facebook's the deadest platform on earth. Like who the fuck even uses Facebook? Like, most people have one, but they just don't go on it, which is kind of my situation. So, it's like, it either says that or it keeps giving you friend suggestions and stuff, and I have to keep clearing it. Or it says, someone's made an update about this, and I'm like, oh my god, do I have to turn that off for every person? Like, it's actually annoying. You've got a new message. And like, where is it then? Where is the message? I bet it says a message, but what it means is just a notification. Like a friend suggestion or something dumb. Facebook's a little bit clapped. Oh, come back here, come back. Oh, I thought that was an enemy diving down on me then. About to swat my ass. About to swat me harder than EDP got swatted. With that sting operation. Heh. What are you doing down here, dude? I'm actually just going down to get a cupcake. You know, that's like normal for a middle-aged man to walk down a random down a random avenue to someone's house, you know, like a cul-de-sac or something. Just it's like a turn-in. I was just coming down here to get a cupcake, yeah. My ass were you getting a cupcake. If that's codename for 13-year-old, then I don't know what. That's a bit creepy. Pick up a cupcake. It's still too good. I don't know why. I've got to be honest. EDP is a gold mine for amusement. Like whenever he goes on a tangent about the Eagles, or he just starts rambling about how he shat himself, like eating something, it's just Comedy Central. And it's not very easy to make me laugh, so maybe I'm just immature, or maybe it's the way he says it. It's probably the way he says it, actually. It's just his. It's in his character. It's in his sort of genes. It's EDP. You know, if EDP talks about shitting himself, it's immediately funny. But anyone else, it's just not funny. Nashville chicken tendons. KFC. Do not fucking eat that shit. I just went to the bathroom and shit all down my ass. It's pretty wacky. Oh, someone's coming through. He's trying to challenge me. You ain't challenging my teammates. No. I actually can't find that EDP clip anywhere on YouTube. It sucks. I think it's only on TikTok. The reason by the way, I don't have TikTok. My brothers do. And they showed me it from TikTok. So that's how I know it's on TikTok. Because I would not touch that ever again. The only time I got that crappy app was for like maybe 2-3 minutes to see what the hype was about. And if it would be useful in growing my channel. Because a lot of people just get TikTok now to stick all their clips on just to get more views. But then I was like, I'm not even going to do that. It's not worth it. The app's terrible. So I just got rid of it. So, yeah. That was my experience. My very short-lived experience with TikTok. And it was probably 6 months ago, 7 months ago. It could have been longer than that. So, yeah. I don't use TikTok. I don't think I ever will. Oh my god, come on! Every damn time we spawn in, there's someone calling in some dumb airstrike. And again, he's using a cordite. Literally, look at the side. The side feed, like the kill feed on the side is so cancerous to look at right now. It's just cordite icons, paratroopers, and it's just people using, what do you call it? Hellfire strikes. What do you call them? Hell strikes? What's it? Lightning strikes. That's the one. That's literally all I'm seeing on the side. It's just SMGs and people using kill streaks. Oh my god. Why? Yeah, I wonder why we lost. I wonder why. Because we were actually using normal guns. We weren't using these completely noob-infested weapons. Look at this guy. Well done. You're so good at the game. Use the cordite. Round of applause. Whoop, whoop. Let's go. That's what I call skill. This guy's insane. He's goated at the sticks. Goated at the sticks. Hey you bruv, you goated on the sticks. God damn, this camera's beautiful. Oh my god, already? We just spawned in. We literally just started the new round and he's already called in a hellstorm. Are you taking the piss? This is just not even funny anymore. We can't even play the damn game. Unless you want to be annihilated, then you've got to hide in a building now. This is so dumb. Yeah, fuck off. I'm not playing against someone who's using Hellfire, whatever it's... Hellfire. Hellfire Club? Play the Hellfire Club? No, I'm not playing against someone who's using the lightning strikes or whatever it is. The Hellstorm. And they're just using sniper's nests. They're literally completely camping out the entire outdoors. That means the moment anybody leaves a building or spawns in and doesn't run to a building, they're going to get shot. That is so dumb. Okay. 3. Yeah, 23. 23 more to go. We're going to get there eventually, boys. We're about to finish it. We did hit the hour mark about 4 minutes ago. So, good timing, good stream length. Nothing too crazy or wacky. Successfully managed to at least keep myself awake for another hour. You know? I feel like I'm probably going to fall asleep, though, after this. And I don't want to. Because as well as it's tempting, I want to hold it off until 2 so I actually fall asleep like a little bug in a rug. All snug. Snug like a bug in a rug. God damn. Ugh. You know what we haven't had in this chat so far? Ogres. So, I'm about to put some ogres in. There we go. Sorry, it's kind of part of the culture here. We like to rep ogres in the chat. So, you know, if I have to be the one to do it, I'll do it. Sorry, it's just how it works. Yeah, exactly. Nice one, nice one. Keep them ogres in the chat. God damn, these campers really like hardpoint, don't they? Okay, kill confirmed. Good. I just can't... Oh my god, a bunch of them left. Wow. I bet they were the ones voting for classified or voting for hardpoint. They just left. The people that always vote hardpoint, I'm convinced they're campers. Like, they always vote hardpoint or they vote something other than team deathmatch because it involves going around looking for kills. Like, and they're just camping, like, the entire game. It's like, dude, you're not going to stoop to that level, are you? Jesus. 4 more players, come on. Oh, 3 more. 2 more. Oh, 1 more. I think a lot of them are probably just joining back in, though, because they can't find another lobby. See? That's what you've got to learn your lesson. You've got to learn your lesson here, guys. In Black Ops 4, you don't just get to leave. Sometimes you just got to play in the same lobby that you were in before. It's just how it is. Not enough people. You know what? I am happy that I'm near to finishing this camo. Like, you don't understand. This camo grind probably won't even be physically possible a year from now. Like, I can't stress this enough. Right now, in the time that I started doing it, when I started doing it in 2021, and I've carried on doing it in 2022 this year, I think I've been pretty lucky because I've had a fairly quick camo grind experience. I haven't really been too delayed. I haven't been too severely hit by the impact of, you know, lack of players or a dying community. I haven't been hit by by the fact that there's lots of people using meta weapons and sweating and camping. You know, I'm still nearly getting a camo in such quick time. I mean, if you put together the amount of time I've spent on this camo grind, because there was a hiatus I took from 2021 to 2022 because of atomic camo. If you put all of the time together I spent on this, it's probably not very long. But obviously people will make it sound more drawn out and longer than it is, saying, oh, it took all these months because you were on and off the game or whatever. But in-game time, probably not very long. And I'm just glad I started doing it when I did and that I'm nearly done because honestly, I can't imagine trying to start doing this camo grind in a year or two's time or maybe more. Because the game I legitimately think will be dead in a year's time. Because Modern Warfare 2 is looking really, really solid. It's going to have pretty much all developers working on it. And even if it's not like a Treyarch futuristic game that everyone in the Black Ops 4 community likes, that it's just simply going to like... A lot of people are just simply going to play it. Like, that's just going to be how it is. The more new games that come out, the older the ones at the back are going to become. They're going to become more and more older. And thus, less players. It's inevitable. It's a shame because you can't do anything about it. It just is what it is. The game will die when it dies. Especially with COD anyway, because they don't take any, you know, any acknowledgement in the fact that their game is loved by players. They just say, screw you, you piece of dookie, and they just spit in its face and they say, yeah, you can rock because our new game's making more cash. It's all about money with Activision. It's not about the actual game and the soul or the creation they put time into. Because they didn't do it at all, did they? The devs did. The devs, the poor things, they're sat there basically squeezed and rinsed like a towel to get all the good stuff out of them that they spent lots of time on. And Activision does all the publishing and makes all the money from it, and you know they're kind of like the best way to compare them. They're like the industry for rappers, or like as you'd say the record labels. So, like, for example, it's not that the rapper has all their, or musician has all their music taken, all the money their music's made taken from them. It just means that they work in business with a very rich music label that will make them so much money, but at the same time, they're making lots of money off of them. And because they are a record label, and they're like a business, they become very demanding. They ask them, you need to put out this type of music, and you need to put it out more often, because we need more money. And your statistics are showing that you're not going to make as much money this month, and we're not going to make as much money, so you better drop more songs. And that's why people who are, like, seen as industry, what do they call them? Industry mobs, or whatever, I can't remember what people call them. Industry plants. Yeah, industry plants. People call certain people industry plants because they seem like they've been pushed out there on purpose to replace another artist that might have died or something like that, or they're just put out there because they know it's going to be a quick cash grab. And it's almost like the artist themselves doesn't even enjoy what they're making at all. They're just making really shit stuff to get the money coming in for them and the record label. That's kind of what Activision's like. It's just like, get a game out right now, devs, make a new game, and let's make some goddamn money. We don't care about the damn game. Just if it sells well, that's all we care about. Even though you've got to understand, a game is only going to sell well if it's good at its creation. But at the base of its creation, if it's a good piece of art, that's what makes it sell well. Not just, oh, fancy graphics. That doesn't make a game good just because it looks good. It's definitely a pro to having a good game. But notice how a lot of the OGs will still go around repping how good old COD used to be, even though the graphics sucked ass. It's because graphics is not always a make or break. It can be a redeeming quality, obviously, but the reason the older games were enjoyed so much is because they were simple. They didn't have all these dumb disbanding lobby systems and skill-based matchmaking and sweats and meta weapons and shit. They might have had some meta weapons, but it didn't seem like it was the case. Most of the guns were just kind of casual and balanced, and you could just do whatever. Like, obviously, all the CODs did have issues with them. I think most OGs have said that that's the case, and people pretending that they didn't is really scummy, because nostalgia is getting to them. But to a degree, I can see why they're saying this, because obviously the newer systems with games just seem to be like, okay, good graphics, that's why the game's better, because it just looks better. Like, is it objectively better? Does it do anything differently to other CODs? Has it made a game that's more enjoyable and more agreeable with most players? No. So it's basically like any other COD, it just looks better, basically. And it's surprising when you realize that that's actually the case. You think, damn, wow, I really am just buying CODs that actually aren't doing things differently. Like, for once, Modern Warfare 2 seems to do some stuff differently, though. The creator class system is definitely more advanced now, and they are... The third-person thing's not new. That's not innovative at all. Might be for the newer games, but they've done third-person before, I think, in one of the older Modern Warfare games. So that's not new at all. Third-person's been done in many games before Call of Duty 2022. You know, it's been done in PUBG, it's been done in Fortnite. You know? I guess people think it's a big deal because it's a first-person shooter game that's normally a first-person shooter. So, like, taking a third-person stance is like, oh, no, guys, this is so innovative and new. And it's like, it's not really. It really isn't. Considering this has been done probably, like, well back in 2011 or something. So, it's, yeah. I mean, ultimately, I'm not saying the game's bad. I'm really excited for Modern Warfare 2, and I do want to play it. But when you realize that every single COD game is practically just the same thing, it just looks different, or looks better, it makes you realize that, you know, in terms of actual development, they haven't changed too much up. They haven't sort of given people what they want. This is what they're doing now. A lot of the time, they don't really see... Like, they are definitely listening. There's no doubt about it. The devs are listening more than ever before, I think. They're starting to take in a lot of feedback. But one of the main things they've been getting people commenting about is the mini-map. Everyone wants the old mini-map system back. And they literally have pretty much said to people's face, yeah, we're not doing anything about that, so shut the fuck up. It's like they choose to listen in some areas, but in other areas they're just like, no, we're not changing that. We're not doing anything. We think the campy mini-map is better. We want to cater to the new players, the bad players, you know. So we're not going to listen to you. So let's just pretend we didn't hear you complaining, even though it's like the overwhelming majority of, you know, the players who are playing this game. The new game. And I can't remember what the other complaint was that I'm hearing a lot about. I think it might be something to do with skill-based matchmaking. Yeah, people saying, okay, if you want me to play this game, you better get rid of skill-based matchmaking because I've had enough of it. And they're like, no, we're not getting rid of that. We need skill-based matchmaking. It's the only way forward. And I gotta agree. To a degree, it is actually somewhat needed. And I don't think skill-based matchmaking was not there before. It's always been there. I think it's been there since, like, the brink of dawn. I think what it is the disbanding lobbies is one of the biggest things. You know, in this game, for example, you don't have disbanding lobbies. If you finish a game, you'll have the same people constantly in rotation. And unless they choose to leave, you will have the same people you've been playing with. So you can have a back and forth, and it's more fun, you know? Some people might say it's going to promote toxicity and trash talking, but, like, if you can't handle that, then why the hell are you playing video games? Just grow up. You just grow a thick skin. It's not a big deal, people trash talking in a video game. Like, it kind of just creates a mutual bit of trash talking, but kind of like, you know, it's healthy. It's fun. That's why in all these older CODs before, you know, Black Ops 4 and previously, you would have people who were playing one game saying, I'm going to absolutely wipe your ass this game, and then they'd play the next game and they'd be mates, and then the next minute they're hating on each other again because they're on the other team. But in the newer games, you finish a match, and depending on if you did good or bad, it will kick certain people from the lobby, it'll disband basically, and it'll find other players to put you with, or to matchmake you with that are even more sweatier. So you basically get punished for doing well. And that's just so dumb. The fact that you do well in a match, or 5 matches in a row, and they decide that, yeah, we'll put you against sweats now, and then you're going to fail every single one of these matches until you get put down, and then you'll play some good matches and you'll get put back up with sweats again. It's really unethical, I think, and no one likes it. So I think skill-based matchmaking should stay. I think people are repeating this phrase that skill-based matchmaking is an issue because they're just hearing their favorite creators say it, but they're not actually aware of how it works or what's really going on. So I don't think skill-based matchmaking is the issue. I think it's the level of it, and I think it's the disbanding lobbies that's the issue. If you fix that, it's totally bearable because it's always been there. Just make it less strict, and then it won't be as much of an issue. Another thing someone said that could be a combat to skill-based matchmaking is building a ranked system for COD. But I don't know if that's really going to do much, considering people are known to go into casual or, you know, quick play regardless of being sweaty and still playing in it. So, I don't know. But some people are saying they should just make a ranked mode and put the skill-based matchmaking in that. So you're based off of your ranking, how you played in a match. You get put up or down, which makes sense for a ranked format. But, like, casual should just be completely randomized and you have good and bad players. But then people say, okay, so if they take that out, how are they going to protect the disabled people and the other people who are in a lower bracket who are, you know, at disadvantage? Like, they're going to get pub stomped on by absolute tryhards, even though they're really bad at the game. So I think what they should do is protect the people in the lower brackets, put them into lobbies where they're kind of shielded away from sweat, because, you know, if someone's disabled, they're on a special kind of controller. It's not fair on them. So people who are like that, they should be protected, but everybody else, they shouldn't be rewarded for being bad. They should feel what it's like to be bad at a game, and so it pushes you to get better. Hell, if I never got sweated on in the 2 CODs that I started playing the game in before Modern Warfare, I wouldn't have learnt to try and get better. You learn by being whooped. If you get your ass whooped for being bad, you try to be better the next match, and you try to figure out what they're doing that makes them so good. Okay, there we go, gold camo. You try to figure out what they're doing and why you're being killed. It's like piecing together a puzzle. What's going wrong? Why does this not fit together properly? And how can I fix it? But people aren't even being promoted to do that now. People are being promoted to be bad at the game. They're literally encouraging people to be bad. They're saying, hell yeah, you go camp in that corner, little old Billy. You know, get your shotgun out and sit in the corner. Don't move around because, you know, what's the point in that? Sit in the corner, use a shotgun. You know, with Modern Warfare 2018, it was like, yeah, we'll make the maps big so people, you know, don't find you as easily. So you don't get the incentive to move around. And on top of that, we'll protect you for being bad at the game. So dumb. Anyway, here we go. Gold. Whoop whoop. We got gold on a pistol. I'm obviously happy, but it's just like, it's a pistol. It just doesn't... It looks better with the suppressor, honestly. The suppressor makes the gun look a lot bigger than it actually is. But, yeah. I'm just happy because it's another gun down. I'm honestly don't think I'm ever going to use the pistols ever again. They're just going to probably be slapped as a secondary, or I just won't use them ever again. So, yeah, gold. Let's have a look. Here we've got this normal gold. Then we've got the triple kill with the 3 rapid kills. Yep. Oh, that's my favorite one out of the 2 of these. Like, even I know the pink one looks alright, but this one just looks nicer because it's yellow going down a gold camo. It just kind of makes sense. It's like a glinting gold. And then we have the Fury kill, which is the 4 rapid kills. Again, it's not terrible, but I just prefer the golden one. It looks just nicer. So, yeah, there's the gold camo. So, I guess once we finish the Mozu in the next stream, we'll have diamond for pistols. It doesn't cover too much on this gun by the looks of it, but I think it probably should cover more on the other ones. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Those who did, and those who watched this back afterwards as an archive, thank you very much. And, yeah, I guess I'll get this archived up, and I'll get to making the thumbnail, and I'll probably, I don't know if I'll fall asleep, or I'll just force myself to stay awake. I don't know, but, again, thank you, and I'll catch you all in the next stream. Bye, guys.